So this is a unique opportunity for all of you out there watching this, for you and your family. If your family is with you and they're watching you today, you're going to have a chance to be recognized. So we are going to put your name on the screen. Just like every reunion we have, if it's in person and you show up, we make sure we recognize you for being a consultant, being an executive consultant, whatever the title is you hold, and whatever accomplishment you made, you get recognized at reunion. So today at 7:30 when Patty and Andrea come up to take over, they're going to go through recognition. You will be recognized. So if you're out there watching from your home with your family, just make sure you're paying attention because your name will be up on the screen. So that's kind of exciting. So Pink Zebra's purpose. So when challenges like COVID hit, as I said earlier before, you really dig deep to find out, like you think twice about what you're really doing in life and is it meaningful? Are you doing something that has purpose to it? And as it happened, as we were Kelly and I were sitting at home a lot, doing a lot of walking, drinking a whole bunch of wine. I'd never been scared we were going to run out of wine before, and I kind of got scared at that point. But when you do that, you really reflect a lot and try to figure out, like, are we really fulfilling our purpose? And in that process that we went through, we really did reflect to figure out, what are we doing? Is this our purpose? And our purpose that I have on the screen here is to change the lives of those who experience our product. And we've said that since the beginning. We've always said, change your fragrance, change lives. It's right there in our tagline. It has been since the very beginning when we started Pink Zebra. And I think we make a lot of efforts as a company and collectively as a team, as Zebras, to change people's lives, to make a difference. The Heroes program has always been phenomenal. But you're going to see, and I'm going to share this today, you're going to see that we are going to make an attempt together, collectively, to move closer to our purpose and engage together in a process that's going to get us to make a difference in more people's lives as we go forward. So through the years as we've gone since the beginning, we've donated over $400,000 to various charities through Heroes, from, of course, Heroes Single Moms, Days of Daycare, which everybody should be familiar with, Autism Speaks, which you're familiar with as well, and hurricane reliefs, all kinds of things like that, and everything in between. And doing that, making that kind of impact, I think that we look at it and say, well, we should tell that story more. We should make sure people know about it. None of this would be possible though without you, with all the 90,000 plus of you that have joined and tried to start a business and had success or not, but come into this business with us and tried to help to make someone's life change. We could not have done that without you, so we thank you for that. So we want to look back. I take this time to look back and see like where we've been. So I'll share with anybody who's not familiar where Pink Zebra's path has been. So I did these in 4-year increments. I started with the first 4 years, and I called it the Pink Gold Rush. And if you were here during that time frame, you remember our strategic advantage was we were a new, exciting brand. I mean, what couldn't be more exciting than Pink Zebra? I mean, that's the easiest thing in the world to talk about, right? What's Pink Zebra? Oh, funny you should ask. So we added, that first 4 years, we added 38,000 new zebras. Our focus was recruiting. And people joined without ever using the product, which today seems a little crazy, but it for sure was the case. I know a lot of you in the room remember. And if you're in the room or you were out there and you were part of it, you remember that you became a leader overnight, right? You came in, started building a team, and people were joining left and right, and all of a sudden you're a leader. You actually created the training. We didn't really have much training back then. And you as leaders created all these boot camps and all this great training that you provided to your teams. It was basically the gold rush, okay? The next 4 years, which is we just ended the next 4 years at the end of 2019, we added 52,000 zebras. So we grew, we added more people, but we changed our focus to develop you, the seller, into a party sales expert. We pushed that first year of this 4 years, we pushed the party. We want to help you learn how to have a party. And then as we got halfway through this phase, Kelly started to reach out to the top sellers and ask you, like, what are you doing that's so successful? We want to make this something, kind of put a blueprint together and make it something that everyone can follow. And in that process, they came up with the Blend Bash. The Blend Bash was born, the party in a box, right? That party in the box, as I put at the top of the screen, that revolutionized the in-home party experience. There is nobody out there that does what we do in home fragrance in a Blend Bash. It doesn't exist. Thankfully, because of sprinkles, it probably can't exist. But it is a beautiful strategic position to be in. And it gave customers, at the time, it gave customers the reason to put down their phone, get out of their chair, and engage themselves in the party versus being told, like, hey, here, I'm telling you what my product is. Will you buy this from me? And them sitting there going, get me out of here. I'm going to spend $20 and get out of this party. We, at the same time, during that time frame, we strengthened the comp plan, and we opened Pink Zebra Canada. Woo! Go Canadians! We standardized training. I mentioned Connie earlier. Connie came in and helped us to create a training program that you could access online called Pink Zebra Academy that had videos, that had actual little tests in there, created a standardized training program that we could all follow, and that was where the Bash Camp was born. She runs the Bash Camp now. If you want to be a Pink Sapphire, as you know, you have to graduate from Bash Camp. So it's a whole program that you have to graduate from. This program has been very successful. The Pink Sapphire was born actually after Bash Camp. Pink Sapphire was born. And then the directors at the ranch came up with this monthly focus that we all got on the same page. It was a beautiful thing that happened at the ranch. And once we created that monthly focus, we became stronger together. And we really saw that towards the end of this phase. And then we launched the Simpler program, which is our monthly subscription program for our customers. So we asked the question, so was it successful? Like we went from the first phase where we were just growing like a weed and everybody was just joining. And the second phase, which is making the champions, did we create programs that made people more successful? And I'll answer that question by saying during the first phase, the number one highest sales volume for a consultant was $26,000 a year. That was the highest sales for a consultant. And at the end of this phase, the number one highest sales for a consultant was $75,000 a year. Now, that person is kind of an anomaly, right? She's a little bit of a different bird. She's sitting here in the audience. But, which I asked the question, what if I took Shannon out of the numbers, right? What would they look like? There were 32 people that in this phase, 32 people that sold more than $26,000 in that last year of this phase. So it for sure worked. And every single consultant in the tree had made 15% more SV than they did in the previous phase. So that whole program dramatically worked. The party in the box, the onboarding, the whole thing really worked. So I'm proud to say that phase, we built a structure that we can go forward with. So as we look at the next 4 years, we're looking now forward in the next 4 years, and I'm starting in 2020, we're going to add 93,000 new zebras in this phase. Okay, I don't know if the audience caught on to that, but 93,000 new zebras. Our focus, can we serve the wine now? Get the wine out. Our focus will be making more products that change lives. So we, as a company, you've already seen this. We already started to shift. We are going to begin making more products that change lives. Products that are made here in the plant that weren't made here before, right? Products that protect your loved ones, like Super Clean, which is hand sanitizer, antibacterial soap, and disinfectant sprays. And products that give back. We're going to talk a little bit about that in a minute, but recently we've been giving back a lot. I mean, last month we raised $40,000 and we're giving it to child care facilities across the U.S. and Canada, so that's awesome. So yes, thank you. So we launched Super Clean, and during this phase, so in the next 4 years, your customers will buy your product to help change lives. I'm going to say this again because I want to make sure that we emphasize this. Your customers will buy your products to help change lives. You're going to turn this around and put it in their hands to change someone's life. So we will tell 8 million new people how we are changing lives. I'm thoroughly convinced that we do not tell enough people how we are changing lives. I'm not saying we're going to sell 8 million new people. I'm not even saying that's part of the goal. I'm just saying we're going to tell them how we're changing lives. Okay? Okay, welcome back. Sorry for losing everybody there. So if you did catch the majority of Simon's video. It's very, very impactful message. The message that I think was the strongest about his golden circle was that any leader, we have lots of leaders in our group that are watching, any company that leads from their core, from their why they do business versus leading from what, and I gave the examples here, what for us would be fragrance. We sell fragrance, obviously. That's our what, that's our product. How, so our unique proposition is that we have a blending, we sell fragrance that you can easily blend. But our why is really changing lives. And if you lead from your why, you're going to find and surround yourself and attract people that believe in what you believe. So I would challenge everybody. I want to challenge everybody that's watching. Do we have everybody back on again? We're good? Okay. Challenge everybody that's watching is to find the people that believe what you believe. Is to reach out in your community from your team members, your customers, your hosts, the people that surround your community. Make sure they're people that believe what you believe. That they believe that they can help you change lives. That's what we're after. And the time that you spend doing that and the effort you put into that will propel us forward on a cause, a purpose-filled cause for the future, which is the message you're going to hear from me for the rest of the time is about how we as a company are going to work together with you and with the customers to fulfill our purpose of changing lives. So I want to show you one of the main reasons why we do what we do.
My name is Kara Mercado.
This is the Heroes program.
This is my daughter Harper.
That gives days of daycare to single moms.
Hello, my name is Audrey McFarland, and today
Hi, my name is Nicole.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Krause.
And I really want to thank this program, everybody at Pink Zebra. It's been it's refreshing, it's encouraging, it's a blessing.
And thank you for making this program available for other single moms like myself and children who really deserve to get into school but may not have the funds available.
And you all have given us more than we could ever repay you for. You've helped Harper go to a safe and welcoming daycare where she's able to learn and play every single day.
And the daycare in particular that my child goes to, Samaria, it's an awesome program because they don't just babysit, they actually teach. So she gets homework every day. They do work in class or in school. She's coming home learning new things, speaking the language, singing songs.
The Pink Zebra Heroes program has helped me out a lot. Without this program, I probably wouldn't be able to work because I wouldn't be able to just afford the whole price of daycare.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank Pink Zebra for all you have done for me and my child. It has truly been a blessing, and we truly appreciate everything.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So to all of our zebras out there, you guys are the heroes. Thank you for helping us change lives. All of our zebras, so that if you don't know, if you're watching this and you don't know, when a host has a $500 party, we give a day of daycare to a single mom. When someone buys one of our Hope products, and this year the Hope fragrance is, I'm kidding, I'm not telling you yet. We'll tell you on the product reveal. We give 10% of the proceeds towards Heroes to support single moms. It's why we do what we do. So I put this picture on the screen because we're talking about heroes now, and as we went through this pandemic, there became a lot of heroes in our world that we want to be grateful for. And today, I have invited our mayor of Sugar Land to join us here so that we could thank him. This is Mayor Zimmerman, and he's actually in the audience. He's joined us today in the audience. I wrote him this email. I put it up on the slide here. I wrote him this email on March the 17th, I think, or March 17th, and just said, Mayor Zimmerman, please, if you're looking at how you're going to manage the businesses, please have businesses be responsible. Don't shut us down. And I explained that we make soaps and lotions and so forth. And he actually I sent that at about 4 p.m. on the 17th. And the next morning, he showed up here at our door. And before I got here, Steve, our CFO, was here, and they ended up having a conversation. But he and I talked, and he said, "Look, we're in uncharted territory here. I don't know how we're going to do this, but we want to make sure we support businesses like yours that make all the difference for our community." And I told him what we did, and he said, "I think you guys are essential." So they put us on the essential list. And I want him to hear from you guys how grateful we are for that. Come on up. Mayor Joe Zimmerman.
First of all, on behalf of Nancy and I in Sugar Land, welcome to Sugar Land. For all of you that are out of town, it's an amazing place, but the real reason it's an amazing place is because of the people like Tom and Kelly that have businesses in Sugar Land. So I want to thank Tom and Kelly for basing their business here. This stuff really resonates, Tom, because when you look at changing lives, there's a lot of businesses that would like to be involved in changing lives. And you guys are making a difference.
Thank you.
Nancy and I are proud of you. We're proud that you call Sugar Land home. Council's proud that you call Sugar Land home. And our citizens are proud that you call Sugar Land home.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. Everybody give him a round of applause. Hey, you got to hear this. You got to hear this, Joe. There's over 20,000 consultants across the U.S. and Canada, maybe 25,000, that counted on your decision to make us essential, to earn a living, to pay for their family. And they are all grateful for what you did. Thank you. Another kudos to Joe. He's on vacation today, but he came in anyways just to be here for this, so I really appreciate you doing that. So we want to thank another group for being heroes. Steve mentioned it briefly, but we have a group here internally that was able to launch Super Clean in such a fast notice. So Kelly and David and Steve and Corey, and well, I guess Emma's not here, Emma's out. Dominique, who's in the back, actually Leo, all those guys are in the back. So Kelly, David, Steve, Corey, Brittany, Jeff is back there. So Brittany and Lauren, will you all come up to the stage real quick? I just want to talk about an heroic event, and I think we may have covered this, but I really want you guys to understand. When the coronavirus was in the beginning of its stages, we had emailed Joe. Right after that, the NBA said they were canceling their season. It was all starting to unfold. And when that happened, I went to the team and said, Kelly and David and Brittany had already developed a hand sanitizer for this catalog for the fall. They were beginning to do it. And I went to them and said, stop development on everything else. Just get this done. And it sounds like, that's easy. Just get it done, right? Just get the stuff here. Well, the big piece of it. So Steve and Corey and Emma went out to source the materials. And I'll tell you a quick story with that. Corey came down to Brittany in product development and said, "Hey, I just contacted the plastic bottle manufacturer, and they said here's this option." And she said, "But let me know today." So Corey went back to her and said, "We will take this option." And she said, "You have 1.5 million of those, right?" And she said, "They're all gone. I sold all those." And she's like, "You sold 1.5 million in like 6 hours?" She goes, "Yeah, pick another one." We're like, oh my God.
What else you got?
And Kelly and Brittany aren't used to standardized, items. They make everything custom for Pink Zebra. So it was a really weird process for us. But they went after and somehow found enough clear plastic bottles, enough pumps, even though we have 3 or 4 different pumps because we didn't care. We had to get it out there. And David formulated this Super Clean hand sanitizer and all of it, the antibiotic cereal soap and so forth, to be pH balance, and the fragrancing's phenomenal. And all that happened behind the scenes. I mean, there was a lot of sleepless nights and a lot of hours spent on this. And it all came through. And I showed you that chart earlier where we were dipping in sales, and when it turned and went back up through the roof, that's when we launched the antibacterial soap, and then followed by sanitizer, followed by the spray. So congratulations to you guys. Thank you for being heroes and pulling this off.
Good.
Yep. Thank you. Okay, this is the session where I go through, it's called Climb the Tree. I do this every year. If you haven't been to a reunion, this is where I give you an insight into where Pink Zebra's headed over the next couple of years. Stephen Covey had a term, he said the difference between management and leadership is if you're chopping through a jungle, the managers are teaching how to swing a machete and how to sharpen machetes, and the leader is the guy that climbs to the top of the tree and says, wrong jungle. And that's my job in this, not wrong jungle part, but that's my job to make sure that we're heading the right direction for Pink Zebra and fulfilling our purpose. You're going to hear, as we go through this, typically I talk about the economic factors that are impacting our business. I've talked in the last 4 years, I've talked about the millennials and the 77 million consumers that are shaping our economy. About 67% of all economic impact in the United States and Canada is driven from consumer spending. I'm going to say it again, 67% of the entire GDP is driven from consumer spending. And we are all feeling that impact right now, right? Anybody who's feeling the pain of no consumer spending is because that drives most of the economy. The biggest consumer spending item, of course, is the home. So we watch the new home starts. We watch home resale. Home fragrancing has always been attached to new homes. And the big thing that has been propelling us forward and will continue to is the largest generation in history, even a little bit larger than the baby boomer, has just entered their most spending they'll ever do in their life. So, and I know that that many of you have kids in the home, right? Nick, we just saw you at the hotel with your kids. Many of you have kids in the home. And as soon as you have kids in the home, from the day that they're in the home to when the average is 46 years old and they leave the nest, that's when you spend the most money in your life. And that's when you drive our economy. And to have that giant 77 million millennials who are lots of them are buying homes and having kids, that big, huge spending is going to hold strong for the next 10 to 15 years for us. So we have a lot of great things in front of us, and I've been talking about it for the last 4 years. We've been derailed here briefly with this coronavirus, but long term, that will not hurt this economy for us. We have a lot of success in front of us. So I think we have to see that for what it is. We've got to manage our way through it and make sure that we see the long-term effect of that. I want to talk first, I'm going to share why we thrived during the coronavirus pandemic, why we've had such big sales. And I'm going to share 4 points as to why we're going to continue to have solid growth. And then I want to look forward and share our wildly important goal as we look through 2021 and how I want all of our consultants to help us to achieve that, okay? So there are 4 reasons why we thrived during the pandemic. Number 1 is with everybody needed hand sanitizer or sanitizing products, right? And that's obvious. The second would be that people, 32 million people between the U.S. and Canada lost their jobs. 32 million people. It's crazy. And without a job, those people began to look for ways to make money, and we were a great option. That was one of the second reasons. The third reason was that people were working from home. So our customers that currently exist, sitting at home, not being at work, we had a huge impact in sales just from them sitting at home consuming our product. We sell a consumable product that people use every day, and they were using more of our product. And last, but definitely not least, is all of you had to find out what you were made of and figure out how to make your business work. We have a lot of people that do events, a lot of event people. I see some of them in the room here. Very successful businesses and events. A lot of people that do in-home parties. One of the top seller is in the room, in-home parties, right? But you guys had to figure out how to shift and make it work. And you contacted each other and you found new ways to grow, and that's not going to go away. So those 4 reasons. So because of the hand sanitizer, we added 60,000 new customers that we would not have had before. 60,000. Woo! Right? They weren't looking for us before, and now they are, and we were able to hopefully protect one of their loved ones or someone that needed it. It increased our sales by 90% to have this product line in the program. It's huge. 32 million people are unemployed. That increased our zebras by 50% more than what we normally would have had. And then the 50 million people working from home. 50 million people working from home between the U.S. and Canada. Just for perspective, prior to COVID, 7 million people worked from home. 50 million worked from home during Corona. And that's 85% more orders from our existing customers. So that's huge. And the last is stronger together. We for sure found a way to communicate with each other and share ideas on how to make sure we didn't sink, right? And I really applaud you guys. You guys should give yourself a round of applause for doing that. So I talked about at the beginning about how reunion is kind of a magical experience. And last year, I asked all the Pink Sapphires if they would mentor someone, if they would sponsor someone, which essentially meant find someone who says they want to be a Pink Sapphire and help them. Like say, I'll help you. If you're interested, if you're really committed, I will help you to become a Sapphire. And they did that. And I wanted to share a quick video from Jessica Lynch.
Even though we've been friends for many years, I hooked up with the lovely Beth Hanner at Reunion. She reached out multiple times a week during our Pink Sapphire mentoring program, asking me the hard questions, challenging me, trying to see where I was. And because of her helping me help myself, I was able to hit Pink Sapphire by December and have my highest sales ever since being with Pink Zebra. So thank you, Beth, for helping me out.
Woo! In addition to that, as I said before, many of you who had event businesses needed help to try to figure out how to do something different and survive. And Tara Cribbs is in the audience with us today. I'm proud to have her here. She promoted to director during this crazy time. Congratulations, Tara. And Tara told me on a top-to-top call, she said, I had an event-based business. I had to figure out how to survive. And I contacted Krista Clay, and she helped me to figure out how to do online parties. And she said, once I stepped through, this is a great way you said this, once I stepped through that door and I had a new business, I had an event business and I had an online party business, I taught my whole team how to do it, and it's changed my business forever, right? You'll never go back, right? So she sent a video in. This is awesome.
Hello, everyone. I have a secret. I've done more Facebook parties in the past 2 to 3 months than I did in my first 7 years as a consultant. Y'all, do you hear me? Okay? Krista, thank you so much for pouring into all of us and pounding in our heads the importance of doing virtual parties. I was able to take your script, make it and tweak it into my own, and now I have a system that I'm able to share and duplicate with my own team. Thank you so much. Y'all, it has totally changed the way that I do business. Woohoo!
We do have an amazing family of zebras here that just really work well together and help each other grow. So if you're struggling out there, if you're like not sure how to make it work, just reach out to somebody. There's so many people that would be willing to help you that are just, like Krista is sitting here in the audience and she's all teared up because she feels amazing that she helped her just grow her business like crazy, and she's promoted and she's here. I've got a new business, right? Thanks to Krista for helping, and she reached out. So you got to reach out. I mean, hopefully you'll do that because there's a lot of people that are willing to help you. So this is what our curve looked like, as I shared before. In March, we fell. It was scary. And then, man, launched super clean. All you zebras getting crazy together and helping each other. And, 230% ahead of last year. That's not a bad place to be, right? Wow. Woo! So 4 reasons why this is going to continue. I'm not sure we're going to continue to go up at the same pace, but we're definitely going to continue to be ahead of last year like that. So 4 reasons why you will continue to have a strong growth business, okay? One is working from home is here to stay. All the economic advisors out there say this is a trend that is not going to go away. And it won't be all the time, but it will be. You'll have 25 to 30% of the workforce that will work from home multiple days a week by the end of 2021. Now, if any of you out there have a job and you actually work from home, you know that feeling of at first it was like the kids are crawling on you, it's crazy. But after a while, you're like, I'm getting stuff done. This is kind of nice to be home, and wow, I'm really enjoying this. That commute is killing me. I really love this. And there was a lot of people that felt that way. So that's going to happen. Helping the environment. There's no easier, quicker, or cheaper way to reduce your carbon footprint than by reducing commuter travel. And then last, in the eyes of the company, so for the companies out there, a typical employer can save about $11,000 a year for every person who works remotely half the time. That's a huge number. So the incentives are all aligned for more people to work from home. And when they do, as you saw on the slide before, your consumers are going to consume more sprinkles and more soaks. So you're like, what are we doing looking at Pepsodent, right? So in 1940, toothpaste or brushing your teeth was a relatively minor thing. 7% of the population brushed their teeth back then. Can you imagine being a part of that day and age? 7%. That's nasty, right? So, but when Pepsodent came along and they added mint-flavored toothpaste, they added mint flavor to the toothpaste, all of a sudden the habits changed. Consumers started to enjoy brushing their teeth, and they got an instant gratification for using it, right? And as we step onto the scene, so what happened was 65%, within 10 years, 65% of the population were brushing their teeth because of Pepsodent. They became the largest toothpaste in the world. They got purchased by Unilever. They're like nothing now, but they were amazing back then. So we came on the scene in hand sanitizers recently, and what are we best at? Fragrance, right? We're fragrance gurus. I mean, we bring it when we're talking about fragrance, right? So we showed up on the scene with our fragrance sanitizers, and Super Clean, by the way, is expanding this catalog. There's going to be more fragrances and more formats. Let me just pull some product out. So with all these people laid off in a job, I just want to kind of reiterate the difference between these two because we had the $26,000 person and the $75,000. So we have built a structure. I'm going to kind of go through these because we already covered it. We built a structure that gave people, brand new people, a chance to be successful really quickly. And that's working. So if someone's out of work, they're not looking to dabble and maybe make a few dollars here or there. They're looking to make some money, right? And Pink Zebra is a place where they can make money. We are, as a company, a great place for people to make money. So sapphires were born, as I said, during that time frame. And last year to this year, we had 69% more sapphires than we did last year to this year. Woo! That's amazing. If you don't know what a sapphire is, it's somebody who sells $15,000 or more in a 12-month period, and they've graduated from bash camp, Connie's bash camp. We require the training to make sure that you get through this. So huge increase there. The great news for all of you out there is that we're going to expand upon that program. We're going to make a white sapphire program this year and a blue sapphire program this year. So they're going to be covering that tomorrow, all the details of that, but there's going to be a white sapphire program and a blue sapphire program. So that's exciting, right? Right? Shannon's like, oh, it's on. All right, so I want to give you just a little glimpse into where this unemployment occurred. So when you got friends in your community that maybe need help or you need to talk to them to see, are they doing okay? So 13 million people were employed in the restaurant business and 6 million lost their jobs in this whole pandemic. There are 16 million people employed in the travel industry and 7 million lost their jobs. 16 million retail jobs and 2 million lost their jobs. Now it looks like a small number, but there's going to be another 4 million by the end of the year because the retail industry is collapsing in front of us. I mean, it's really sad, actually. But that's a place for sure where you could help somebody if they needed help. We had over 1 million teachers and their support staff lose their jobs in this process. And one of the biggest hit industries was the gig economy. You're familiar with the word gig economy? Gig means side gig. So if you're an Uber driver, that's a side gig, right? If you're a Lyft driver, that's a side gig. If you drive for DoorDash. DoorDash. We do DoorDash here a lot. DoorDash, it's a side gig. And during this pandemic, I understated the number. 89% of those people that drove for Uber stopped driving for Uber. 89%, huge number. But eventually they started to drive again, but still 15 million people are unable to earn money in this side gig business. Now the difference is, so you understand, the difference is that their side gig is you download the app and then you just start driving people around. There's not really any inspirational piece of it. You meet people, I guess, from time to time, but it's not an inspiring deal. When this coronavirus hit, 70% of the gig workers said they did not like how their company handled the coronavirus. How did you guys feel about how your company handled the coronavirus? Right? I mean, it's just more meaning involved in what you do than the side gig businesses. So there's a big opportunity there. If someone needs to earn a living because of this change, we've got an opportunity for them. I want to let you hear from Michelle Hurd on Stronger Together here, her message on Stronger Together.
Hi, everyone. My name's Michelle Hurd, and I'm a director with Pink Zebra. Back when 2020 started, we all thought this year was going to be incredibly amazing. Well, the best part is in Pink Zebra, it actually has been. COVID changed so many people's lives where we all were stuck at home, not able to go out, do events, home parties, all of these types of things that so many zebras have done for so many years because, of course, we are a partying company. But with all of these incredible people that have come together, and as we always say, stronger together, we actually formed some type of a bond where everybody was sharing anything that was working for them at home and selling Pink Zebra. I saw Alicia Norton, another director, starting to do something on her page. It was out in the public and everything, and it was called Punch Cartons. Well, I've never done anything like that before. So I checked it out and then messaged her after that, got some details, went in and did my little Michelle twist. Since April, it has completely changed my business. I've never been a person to go publicly live, and now I'm going publicly live. I'm having all of my customers that purchase those punch cartons sharing this video, getting me out into the world, and literally it has changed my business for the better. So every time I've been doing those lives, I've been receiving new messages from new people, people that are purchasing, people that are joining my team, all because I tried something new. One of the best parts about Pink Zebra is we have so many incredible zebras that have really strived to work together to help us all grow. So I am so excited to say that COVID has affected my family, but with Pink Zebra, it has actually affected my family in a positive way.
Thank you, Michelle. So, as I said, we launched the Blend Bash. It was our wildly important goal. And if you're new to Pink Zebra, we call it the WIG. And it's a wildly important goal that we all put our sights on to achieve something, right? And we said we want to sell 15,000 Blend Bashes during this 18-month time frame. And it took us 24 months, and we sold 16,000 Blend Bashes. But I'm proud to say we did surpass the 15,000 mark. I want you to get a perspective. You guys sold $11 million in Blend Bashes during that time frame. $11 million, right? And you reached 118,000 customers that never would have known anything about that, and they got up out of their seats. And our goal was to get them to put down their phone and enjoy the party, right? And enjoy a get-together. And we achieved that. So congratulations to all you guys. That was a huge success. As we look forward, we always survey and try to understand our customers and what their perspective is now. And Patty mentioned that Ashley has been doing lots of surveys. So she has about over 20,000 responses from surveys from customers asking them, why do you buy Pink Zebra? Like, what do you love about Pink Zebra? Like, why would you buy someone else's product? Who else's product do you buy? She asked all these questions of our customers. And what they came back with, the overwhelming majority of it was, let me share what's important. Oh, I'm sorry. What's important to Jennifer. Jennifer is her name because that's the number one name in the millennial generation for women is Jennifer. So Jennifer is our customer because that's our largest group that purchased from us. Her entire life is centered around her family, so she wants the fragrance products to be safe and for her kids and pets. Okay? She wants the fragrance to work. This is where she rated us number one of all classes for everybody is we have the best performing fragrance. That's awesome. She wants getting the product to be super simple and hassle-free. And last, and I made this green, she likes to know the company she buys from is doing good in this world. So when you look at these surveys and you try to understand, the perspective of what they're saying, what they like and don't like, she compares us most to Scentsy, to Yankee, and to Bath and Body Works. That's who we get compared the most to. And to be honest, in the home fragrance world, I'm super proud to be in the same room with those guys, right? Those are really impressive home fragrance companies. But to be maybe a little more boastful, when you think about the home fragrance companies that are changing lives, I don't think that there's any company that can even stand in the same room with us. I think we stand in a league all of our own for changing lives. Right? Oh! I like we got the barking going up here. That's good. We're starting to loosen up. That's good. So as we look at it, that's a slide saying 88%. But this is really always helps me, and hopefully it helps you. It's a super simple graph that you draw. Find your gift, share your gift, and right there in the center, when they overlap, that's the purpose of life, right? That's why you wake up in the morning. That's why you do what you do every day. And we are making our wildly important goal this next 18 months centered around our purpose in life, why we get up every day, why we do what we do. The Heroes video you watched earlier, why we are here, what we all live for, we all work for. We're going to tell 8 million new people how we are changing lives by December 31st, 2021. Okay? All right, some bark. Okay. All right, bark. How's it? Woo! Okay. Okay, so you're probably like, well, okay, how are we doing that, right? Tell 10 people to reach 8 million. That's pretty simple. So all you have to do, I'd put little blocks here to make it simple. All you have to do is tell 10 new people once a month for 18 months. If everybody that's somewhat active, the 25,000 people there, we're going to reach 4 million people from you guys telling new people. So can you guys tell 10 new people every month how we're changing lives? Yeah, okay. All right, one more time, come on. Can you tell 10 new people? Yeah, okay, that's better. So we are going to advertise how we're changing lives to 222,000 people every month, which will hit the 4 million. Now, that doesn't mean that they're going to buy something from us, and it doesn't mean that they saw us on their page. It means they actually clicked and engaged, watched a video. A lot of the videos that you've seen, they've watched those videos or have found out how Pink Zebra is changing lives, okay? And I'm going to show you this kind of busy graph here, but this was the month of June for us. We've already started this process. Many of the videos that you guys have seen so far, we had 198,630 video views on awareness, and they're brand new people, have never even heard of Pink Zebra, and they watched the videos on how Pink Zebra is changing lives. We didn't ask them to buy anything. We didn't try to have them click through the shopping cart and buy that promo. We just wanted them to know how we're changing lives. And that's all our wig is to get out there and make sure there's awareness around us changing lives. So we're changing lives with every purchase. And this is one of the videos that we did use.
My name is Reginald Rubens, and I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. I was in the United States Air Force. It's a VA program dedicated to helping unemployed or homeless veterans. And they actually reached out to the Pink Zebra. They were interested in giving the veterans, I guess, a chance at giving work they were out of work. And I called them, and I went through the process, and here we are. It brought me in here. I think it's a fantastic company. I like the fragrances. It smells very nice, something very different. And the atmosphere is cool. At the moment, we're working with the simmer pots. We're assembling those and getting them shipped out. Okay, well, I like the fact that a lot of this goes back to help child care. And there's a lot of children out here, especially during this COVID crisis and things of that nature. I think it's great.
So if you're not familiar, we made the conscious decision to make those simmer pots here in our factory. Most of the simmer pots are made in China, and they're a lot cheaper than making them here in our factory. But as you go forward, you're going to see us making decisions to make products here, and it may not be, it won't be cheaper to make them here, but we're going to do that to make a difference for people that actually need the work versus buying it from another country. So you see on the website, all of our folks says we've raised, as I said earlier, right at $40,000, and we're gonna, as soon as this reunion is over, we're gonna be doing lives, and we're gonna give away that $40,000 to child care facilities across the U.S. and Canada. And those are facilities that you guys chose, right? You went out and said, I think this child care facility should get the money. And we're gonna go and give that money, and we're gonna have those people that are selected do a video of them giving the money to the child care facility. That's pretty cool, right? So it can be full circle. So we're gonna give you, as we go forward into the coming years, we're gonna give you more content to share with your customers to know that they're making a difference. So your sprinkles purchases provided over 10 million pounds of soybean sales to U.S. farmers. Since we started, 10 million pounds. Now Kelly wanted me to convert that to something she could understand. So she asked me how many football fields of soybeans that was. And it's over 6,000 football fields of soybean fields. So that's huge, right? So 97% of all farms are family owned, which is awesome. And your purchase of soy wax sprinkles are made the difference for farm families like Ben and Leah Long from Statesville, North Carolina. Now, and I say this, your purchase, because you're going to see from us, you're going to see a push to where we're saying to your customers, your purchase is making a difference in these people's lives. So I want you to meet
Pink
Ben.
Zebra's purpose is to change the lives of those who experience our products. Sprinkles are made from soft soy, which is our proprietary blend made primarily from soy wax sourced from U.S. soybean farms.
Hi, my name is Ben Long. I'm a farmer from Eastern North Carolina, and I'd like to thank you for using Pink Zebra products and supporting American farm families just like mine.
Here's a really cool thing. The soybeans from Ben's farm made it into your sprinkles jar, right? David spent a lot of time trying to figure out exactly where that works and where they come from and all that. And then, of course, the awesome marketing team, Jeff and Brittany and all those guys got together with Ben and had an interview with them to understand, how they make soybeans and a whole deal, to create the marketing campaign for you to share that your product. Now, I want you to stop for just a second. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go forward. Let me stop for just 1 second. I want you to be at an event right now, right? And we're going to give you a tabletop banner and an event banner that you can put in your booth, and it's going to say, "Thank you for your purchase supports U.S. soybean farmers." Ben's picture is on this banner, right? His family's picture is on this banner, and I want you to imagine: is your customer going to think when they go to your competitor's booth, they're going to think, "Hey, I wonder where this stuff's made from? Where's this come from?" Those subtleties, they know that we're making a difference for a soybean farmer here. That's awesome. It's a really powerful thing. So we're going to tell that story. We've been doing this since the beginning, but we're going to tell that story more effectively to share why and how we're changing lives. So I did kind of try to Photoshop one into one of you guys posted on Facebook an event. So there's the tabletop, and then here's your banner. Yeah, the marketing kind of laughed at me for that, but there you go. So if someone walks up to your booth, I want you to imagine if you said, instead of saying, "Hey, try our sprinkles, they're $9 and they smell good," if you said our soybeans are made from, or I'm sorry, our soy wax sprinkles are made from soybeans that are farmed right here locally, and it puts food on the table for these farmers that live in this area. I mean, that's a huge statement to make. We're going to do full circle, though. So once that customer says, "Oh, I'm interested," and they go to your shopping cart, this icon is going to be in the shopping cart that says, "Supports local soybean farmers." Right? And then when they actually put it in their cart to buy it, it's going to say, "Thank you for supporting local soybean farmers." So full circle. But it's not done. So we ship it. Inside the sprinkles box is going to be a card. This is the front and the back of the card. It's going to be a card that says, "Did you know?" and "Thank you for supporting U.S. soybean farmers." So if they missed all that, they're going to be holding the box with the sprinkles jar and say, "Wow, this is really cool. We're making a difference." So we're trying to put it in front of your customer and give them the strength to make this difference. So when they buy those sprinkles from you, they're making a difference in people's lives like Ben and Leah. What do you guys think? right? So I want to show you some of our focuses as we go forward. You guys love seeing these, so I'm going to share. So I want you to just calm yourself down. It's going to get a little crazy in here, right? So we not only did we have some exciting stuff in here for you guys to win crazy stuff, but we also are working really hard to make sure that we're making those products here. So when we put something in one of these deals, it's going to be made here. And we want to make sure that we're doing something to support and make a difference in someone's life. So out of the gate, you're going to have the Mommy and Me. I've already shared that information. That's just a catalog launch. But in September, we are going to have a goal of raising $90,000 for Frontline Angels. Those are the frontline people that work to help in the hospitals and first responders. Now the cool thing is that you're going to raise that money with new products that Kelly and her team are bringing you that are called angel products. So you can't wait to see the angel products. I can't show them to you, but you can't wait to see them. They're going to be awesome. And they're going to be made here locally by women here in our plant. So that's awesome. Yeah. In October, you can win a Mercedes for a year. Everybody's like reading it really intently. So our goal is to have 5,000 parties of $300 or more, okay? And these are supported by Boss Lady products. So Kelly's made some Boss Lady products, which is really going to be cool. And then each week, your hosts are going to be able to win. They'll be going to a drawing, and they'll be able to win. First week will be a Corvette for a day. We're going to rent your host a Corvette for a day. Week 2 will be an Audi for a day. Week 3 will be a Lexus for a day, and week 4 is a Cadillac for a day. Kind of fun, right? Right? So that's awesome. Anybody want the Mercedes for a year? How about if I told you we're going to give away more than one? Are you? Yeah, we are. November. We'll get there. November. Our goal is to have 20,000 new customers in the month of November. We're going to provide, if a new customer buys something in November, they're going to be entered into a raffle to win an exclusive Simmer Pop bundle that nobody can buy. So it'll be a brand new Simmer Pop bundle that you can't buy. And there's 4 of those that happen in the month of November. Every week you'll see a new one. That's kind of fun. Now the bottom red or pink bullet there is supported by 24 new products made here locally. These are things that don't exist in the catalog. They won't exist in the catalog. There's 24 new SKUs that are going to be made here locally that'll happen for the month of November, and it's going to be huge. And then December, we're doing the same, give 5,000 gifts. It's a time of gift giving, and they're going to have all kinds of bundles this year, just like they always do. All right? So, our only obstacle in achieving this goal, this wildly important goal of telling the story, we're going to give you like lots of content, right? We're going to give you things to share, social media. We're going to put things in the box. We're going to put things in the shopping cart. We're going to do that with multiple messages throughout the year or throughout the years to give you campaigns to support this message for you to share. But our only obstacle is us. I want to ask you this question. Have you ever thought, man, Pink Zebra is like so cool. Like, how come more people don't know about us? Yes. Anybody ever thought that? Yes. Right? Or have you ever thought, like, have you ever been telling somebody about, like, they're like, what's Pink Zebra? Have you ever found yourself, like, taking way too long to get to what it is? Anybody guilty of that? Or worse, are you guilty of, we're like Cincy, just better? Right? No. Well, okay. It's happened. I've done it early on. I was like, oh, what am I talking about? Every time that you compare us to somebody else, you weaken your business. Every time. Every time you sell on price, you weaken your business. Change the way you talk to your customers. Make your story, make your first statement to a customer that we change lives. We're committed to give you the material to help you to tell the story, to start soaking it in. But get that message out there that we're changing lives. And you'll start to surround yourself. You'll start to draw customers that believe what you believe. They'll start to get drawn into, hey, I want to change lives. I want to help people. I want to make a difference. I mean, how many of you don't want to make a difference? How many of you want to make a difference? Let me ask that question. right? I mean, all of us, everybody wants to make a difference. And we're going to give you the tools to make sure that that's your story, that not price, not this is who we are the company. You ready? We are the only home fragrance company in the industry that's changing lives with every product we sell. So it's a given that you have fantastic fragrances, right? It's a given that the designs and are trend right and everything that this team is bringing is awesome and new. Right? It's not working. Right? It's a given. They always come with the good stuff. Always, right? That's the easy story. Honestly, that's the lazy path. Don't take that path. Don't say, look at this cute little dog simmer pot. Start with the story about how you're changing lives, how you as a customer can help me change lives. Please, as a customer, help me change lives. I don't know why. Oh, I'm pushing the wrong button. That's why. Sorry. Yeah, so Kelly's not happy with me right now. So I encourage you guys to be the difference. Be the difference in someone's life. Right? Make a difference, but you be the difference. Get your customers to be the difference. I want you to meet Celestina Melendez, who works here in the plant, and she's a single mom.
My name is Celestina Melendez, and I live in the A-Leaf area. I have Janelle Melendez, and she's 14 years old. And then I have Anthony Melendez, he's 8, and Juliana Burgos, and she's 5. I've been working here going on 2 years. I've seen people come here that are kind of in their shell, kind of not knowing what's going on, and they just blossom like into these confident individuals that just want to be successful. And they give you that feeling where you're a leader too, like when you're training other people, when you're, they make you feel important. They help you to feel more important. And I love that about them. When you're blessed with people around you, like say your workplace, family, anybody, when you have people that understand that or see that you are trying or something, and it's a blessing because it opens up doors, and then you have what you need. Like if you're going through something, you can talk about it, and they'll understand, they'll help you, and then you're okay. You're gonna have a good week, and you're gonna even try harder to be your best because you know you have support. I'm a happy mom.
So I'll close by saying that we have so much growth in front of us. I'm asking all of the consultants that are out there watching this and all of you guys here in the room to make it count. Make it count by making sure that you find those people that care enough about changing lives, and make those people in your community. Those are our people. Those are our people. We need those people with us. Make it count that a single mom gets a day of daycare, right? Make it count that Ben and his family put food on their table and they can count on that income. Make it count that Celestina or Reginald or any of the guys in the plant or out there have a job, and we have more jobs here than we're given to some other country. Make it count. Make it count by being the difference for yourself, for your team members, and for someone out there that maybe you haven't even met today. Thank you.